Hello and welcome to the most awaited FTR 3.0 by Competition Community, especially for English medium students. We at Competition Community are organizing weekly tests on every Sunday at 11 a.m. So what you people have to do, you people have to register yourselves by Fridays so that you people can write the test on Sunday. So let us start our FTR session for today. And the topic for today is Raipur Division of Chhattisgarh. So let's start with the first question. In the first question, we have the archaeological site Rewa is situated in which district of Chhattisgarh? What are the options that we have? We have option number A, Baloda Bazar. In the option number B, we have Raipur. In the option number C, we have Dhamtari. And finally, in the option number D, we have none of the above. Now, this is actually the map of Raipur Division. And this happens to be the Raipur district, and in this Raipur district there is an archaeological site by the name Rewa. You people will not find this archaeological site Rewa in the books because it is a very new, or I should say it is one of the latest archaeological sites in Chhattisgarh. So coming back to the question, Rewa is situated, we have seen, in the Raipur district of Chhattisgarh. Hence, the correct option for question number 1 would be option number B. That is the Raipur district. So, in this manner, question number 1 is completed. Now, let's move to the question number 2. In the question number 2, we have Dama Kheda is related to. Now, looking at the map of this Raipur division, we know a district by the name of Baloda Bazar Bhatapara. Baloda Bazar Bhatapara. And in this district, we have Dama Kheda, which lies just northward of Simga in the NH 130. And this Dama Kheda happens to be the pilgrimage of Kabir community in Chhattisgarh. So when I talk about Dama Kheda, there is this tomb of Agra Naam Sahib, who happened to be the 12th Guru of Kabir community. So in this Baloda Bazar Bhatapara district, we had Dama Kheda, and in Dama Kheda we have the tomb of Agranam Sahib, who happened to be the 12th Guru of Kabir community. So in this manner, we know now that this Dama Kheda is actually related to the Kabir community. So what are the options that we have now? We have Kabir community, we have Satnam community, we have Ram Nami community, and we have none of the above. So by the explanation, we know now that Dama Kheda is related to the Kabir community of Chhattisgarh, and hence option number A would be the correct option for this question number 2. Now let's come to the question number 3. In the third question, we have matched the columns, wherein in the first column we have origins and in the second column we have rivers. So origins are Suktimati Hills, Chura, Radan Hills and Bhatigarh. And what are the rivers? Rivers are Mahanadi, Peri, Sukha and Lat. Now looking at the map of this Raipur division, first of all, there is this district Dhamtari in which lies the origin of a very famous river, which is river Mahanadi. This Mahanadi river actually originates from Dhamtari, then goes to the Kanker district. While returning back, it crosses through the Balod district and finally enters back into this Dhamtari district. Then this river flows along this border of Gariyaband, Raipur, then Mahasamund and Raipur districts. Finally, it flows through this Baloda Bazar district, wherein from the northernmost border of this Baloda Bazar district, it takes a sharp eastward turn and flows out of Chhattisgarh via the Raigad district. So this is river Mahanadi. And what is the origin of this river Mahanadi? It is Sihava Hills. Let me tell you, the ancient name of this Sihava Hills was Sukti Mati Hills. So what was the ancient name of this Sihava Hill? It was Suktimati Hills. So this is river Mahanadi. Now we have another river which happens to be the tributary of this Mahanadi. The name of the river is River Peri. The origin of River Peri is from Bhatigarh Hills, which lies in the Gariyaband district of Chhattisgarh. Next we have River Sukha. Sukha river originates from Chura Tehsil of this Gariyaband district. So there we have River Sukha. And finally we have River Lath, which originates from the Radan Hills in the Mahasamund district of Chhattisgarh. So now what we have seen? We have seen River Mahanadi originating from Suktimati Hills. We have seen River Peri originating from Bhatigarh Hills. We saw the origin of River Sukha from the Chura Tehsil of Chhattisgarh. And we saw the origin of River Lath from the Radan Hills. So these are some of the important rivers and their origins. Now coming back to the question. We can form the pairs now. We can match this Suktimati Hills with Mahanadi. Chura can be matched with Sukha. Radan Hills can be matched with Lath, and Bhatigarh can be matched with Peri. So what are the pairs that we generate now? We have A1, then we have B3, we have C4, and finally we have D2. Now this is the pair that we have generated. Now let us try and match this pair with the options that we have. So in the first option only we can see A1, B3, C4 and D2, which actually is identical to the pairs that we have generated, and hence option number A would be the correct option for your question number 3. So this was all about question number 3. Now let's move to question number 4. In the question number 4, once again we have matched the columns. In the first column we have projects, and in the second column we have districts. First project that we have is Pendravan. Second is Pandit Ravi Shankar Shukla. Third is Sikasar, and fourth is Jonk. In the districts, we have Dhamtari, we have Raipur, we have Gariyaband, and we have Baloda Bazar. Now this is actually the map of Raipur Division. In the Raipur Division, we have this Pendravan reservoir. And this reservoir actually holds the water from Kolhan Nala. So in Raipur Division, we have Pendravan reservoir, which was lately renamed after late Lakhanlal Gupta. So in Raipur, we have Pendravan reservoir. In the Dhamtari district, we have this Gangrel Dam, and the reservoir is known as Pandit Ravi Shankar Shukla reservoir, and this is situated over river Mahanadi. Talking about this Gariyaband district, we have this Sikasar Dam, and this Sikasar Dam is over river Peri. So we have seen Pendravan, Kolhan Nala, Pandit Ravi Shankar Shukla, Mahanadi, and we have seen Sikasar Peri river. Finally, we have this Jonk project. And this Jonk project is situated in the Baloda Bazar district of Chhattisgarh over river Jonk. One more thing, please remember, if Jonk diversion is asked, so Jonk diversion is actually situated in the Mahasamund district. So Jonk project is situated in the Baloda Bazar while Jonk diversion is situated in the Mahasamund district. So we have Pendravan reservoir in Raipur district, we have Pandit Ravi Shankar Shukla reservoir in the Dhamtari district, we have Sikasar dam in Gariyaband district, and we have this Jonk project in the Baloda Bazar district of Chhattisgarh. Now coming back to the question, we can now form pairs. Pendravan can be matched with Raipur, Pandit Ravi Shankar Shukla can be matched with Dhamtari, Sikasar can be matched with Gariyaband, and Jonk can be matched with Baloda Bazar. So what are the pairs that we generate? We generate A2, B1, C3 and D4. Now matching the pairs that we have generated with the options that we have. So in our option number B, we have A2, B1, C3 and D4, which is actually identical to what we have generated. And hence option number B would be the correct option for this question number 4. So this was all about question number 4. And now let's move to question number 5. Now in question number 5, we have statements and we have to actually tell which of these statements is or are true. Now in this statement number 1, we have Sirpur is situated on the banks of river Mahanadi. Second statement says Lakshman temple of Sirpur is actually Lord Vishnu's temple. Third statement says ancient name of Sirpur was Chitrangdapur, and the fourth statement says it was the capital of Mahashivgupta Balarjun. Now looking at the map of this Raipur division, in the Mahasamund district and on the banks of this Mahanadi river, we have Sirpur. So this is your Sirpur and this river is Mahanadi. So in the Mahasamund district on the banks of river Mahanadi, we have Sirpur. And let me tell you, in Sirpur is situated the famous Lakshman temple. And this Lakshman temple is built with red bricks. So this question is quite often asked in PSC, which is the famous temple in Chhattisgarh which is built with red bricks. So the answer has to be Lakshman temple of Sirpur. And this Lakshman temple actually is Lord Vishnu's temple. Please don't get confused with Lakshmaneshwar temple in Kharod. That is a Shiv temple. So Lakshmaneshwar temple of Kharod is a Shiv temple, while Lakshman temple of Sirpur is actually Lord Vishnu's temple. Let me also tell you, the ancient name of this Sirpur was Chitrangdapur. Because this was believed to be the capital of Bhabruvahan, and this Bhabruvahan was actually son of Chitrangda and Arjun. So we can say during the Mahabharat age, the ancient name of Sirpur was Chitrangdapur. Let me also tell you that there was this Pandu ruler by the name of Mahashivgupta Balarjun, whose time period is known to be the golden period of Chhattisgarh. And Sirpur happened to be the capital of Mahashivgupta Balarjun. You will study in detail in the history of Chhattisgarh. So what we know about Sirpur, situated on the banks of river Mahanadi, we know Lakshman temple, which is actually Lord Vishnu's temple. We also know the ancient name was Chitrangdapur, since it was the capital of Bhabruvahan, who was the son of Chitrangda and Arjun. And we also know this Sirpur was capital of the famous Pandu ruler Mahashivgupta Balarjun. Now coming back to the question, what are these statements? Sirpur is situated on the banks of Mahanadi. This statement is right. Lakshman temple of Sirpur is actually Lord Vishnu's temple. This statement is also correct. Ancient name of Sirpur was Chitrangpur. This is also correct. We have seen. And the first statement says it was the capital of Mahashivagupta Balarjun. It is also a correct statement. So now we have all the four statements are correct. Analyzing the options. In the option C, we can see it says all the statements are correct, and which is what we have actually generated, and hence option number C would be the correct option for this question number 5. So this was all about question number 5, and now let's move to the question number 6. Now in the question number 6 we have which of the following are right bank tributaries of Mahanadi. Now for those who don't know about left bank and right bank tributaries, let me tell you. So if this is the river which I presume is flowing from my southwest to my northeast. So if I actually stand along with the flow of the river, then my left hand will point out the left bank, while my right hand would point out the right bank of the river. Now, all the tributaries coming and meeting from the left bank or to the left bank, I should say, will be termed as left bank tributaries, and all the tributaries coming from the right side will be termed as the right bank tributaries of the river. So in this question number 6, we have to tell which of the following are right bank tributaries of Mahanadi. What are the options that we have? We have Shivnath, we have Hasdev, we have Mand, we have Peri, we have Jok, and we have Lat rivers. Now this is the map of Raipur Division. Let's plot the river Mahanadi first. I've already told you about the flow of this river Mahanadi. So this is river Mahanadi. Now talking about river Shivnath, it actually originates from the Rajnathgaon district, flows through the Durg district, and let me tell you, this actually happens to enter this Baloda Bazar district and form a confluence with river Kharun at Somnath, and flows along the border of this Baloda Bazar district and forms a confluence with Mahanadi at Shivri Narayan. This is river Shivnath. Now if we analyze the flow of Mahanadi, we can say that Shivnath is meeting the left bank of Mahanadi, and hence river Shivnath would be the left bank tributary. If we talk about river Hasdev, this river Hasdev originates from Korea district, and this also meets up with Mahanadi. So this river Hasdev also meets the left bank of river Mahanadi, and hence it will be termed as the left bank tributary. Now if we talk about river Mand, which originates from main part of Chhattisgarh, this Mand river also meets up with the left bank of river Mahanadi. Hence all of these river Shivnath, river Hasdev and river Mand are left bank tributaries of Mahanadi. If we talk about river Peri, it originates from the Bhatigad hills of this Gariyaband district, and this river Peri actually meets up with the right bank of Mahanadi. Talking about river Jok, this river Jok originates from Sonbera plateau, and it also meets the right bank of Mahanadi. The same thing happens with river Lat, which originates from the Radan hills in the Mahasamund district. This also meets up with the right bank of Mahanadi, and hence Peri, Jok and Lat are the right bank tributaries of Mahanadi. If at all there is a confusion between the left bank and right bank, let us stand facing the flow of this river Mahanadi. My left hand, that means this portion, will show the left bank of Mahanadi, and my right hand, that is this portion, shows the right bank of Mahanadi. So all the rivers meeting up the left bank will be termed as left bank tributaries. That means Shivnath, Hasdev, Mand are left bank tributaries, and all the rivers meeting this right bank, that means Lat, Jok and Peri, will be termed as right bank tributaries. So coming back to the question now, We are being asked which of the following are right bank tributaries of Mahanadi. So we have seen Peri, Jog and Lat. These are the right bank tributaries of Mahanadi out of the ones which are given. So let us find an option which says D, E and F. So in the option number C, we have this D, E and F, and hence the option number C would be the correct answer for this question number 6. So in this manner, the 6th question is also complete. Now we have a 7th question. It is also based upon statements, and in this case, we have to actually tell which of the statements is our false. So we have our first statement, Mohrenga Nature Safari is situated in Raipur district. Yes, it is situated in the Raipur district. Second, it has been named as Indra Priyadarshini Nature Safari. Yes, it has been renamed as Indra Priyadarshini Mohrenga Nature Safari. In the third statement, it says it is situated on the banks of river Mahanadi. It is not situated on the banks of river Mahanadi. This is an incorrect statement. Now the fourth statement says it will be developed as a tiger reserve later. No such thing has been declared as of now. So in the question number 7, we have statement number 1 and 2 as the correct ones and statement number 3 and 4 as the incorrect ones. So we should find an option which says 3 and 4 are incorrect. Looking at the options that we have, in the option number C, we have this 3 and 4 are incorrect, and hence option number C would be the correct option for this question number 7. So in this manner, the 7th question is completed, and now let's move to the 8th question. In the 8th question, once again, we have matched the columns, but in this case, we have districts in one column and we have temples in the other column. Now looking at the temples, we have Kuleshwar Mahadev temple. Then we have Gandheshwar Mahadev temple. We also have Kanyakumari temple and we have Bhuteshwar Mahadev temple. If we try and plot these temples in the map of this Raipur division, so in the Raipur district of this Raipur division, we have a location which is Chandkhuri. And in this Chandkhuri, we have two famous temples. First of them is Kaushalya Mata temple, while the second one is Kanyakumari temple. In the Dhamtari district, we have a location by the name of Nawagaon. And in this Nawagaon, we have Kuleshwar Mahadev temple. So now let me tell you, this creates a lot of confusion. So when we go to Rajim and we see this Kuleshwar Mahadev temple in the bed of river Mahanadi, let me tell you, this temple comes under the administrative limits of Nawagaon, which is situated in the Dhamtari district. So please take Kuleshwar Mahadev in the Dhamtari district. Now in the Garyaband of this Garyaband district, we have Bhuteshwar Mahadev temple. Finally, in Sirpur, which is situated in the Mahasamund district, we have two famous temples. First is Lakshman temple and the second one is Gandheshwar Mahadev temple. So these are some of the famous temples which are actually situated in the Raipur division. Now let me tell you, there are many more temples I have tried to explain according to the question. So there are many more temples which are very important and which are also situated in the Raipur division. Now let's try and form the pairs. In Garyaband we have Bhuteshwar Mahadev temple. In Raipur we saw Kanyakumari temple. In Mahasamund we have seen Gandheshwar Mahadev, and in Dhamtari we have seen Kuleshwar Mahadev temple. Now forming the pairs, we have A4, we have B3, we have C2 and we have D1. Now matching this with the options that we have. So in the option number D, we have A4, B3, C2 and D1, which actually is identical to the pairs that we have generated, and hence option number D would be the correct option for this question number 8. So in this manner, we have also completed our 8th question, and let's now move to the 9th question. In the 9th question, once again, we have matched the columns, but in this case, we have archaeological sites and we have districts. Now let's try and understand this question with the help of map. In the Baloda Bazar district, we have two archaeological sites. One of them is Damru and second one is Sisdevri. In the Raipur, we have already seen that we have Riva. In Mahasamund district, we have already seen Sirpur. And in the Dhamtari district, there is an archaeological site by the name of Leader. Let me also tell you, in Garhiyaband district, we have Sirkatti and Sita Badi as the two important archaeological sites. Now coming back to the question, Baloda Bazar can be matched with Sisdevri, Raipur can be matched with Riva, Mahasamund can be matched with Sirpur, and Dhamtari can be matched with Leela. So the pairs that we have generated are A3, we have B1, we have C2 and we have D4. Now looking at the options, in the option number C, we have A3, B1, C2 and D4, which actually is identical to the pairs we have generated, and hence option number C would be the correct option for this question number 9. And in this manner, we have completed our penultimate question. Now finally, we have our 10th question. In the 10th question, once again, we have matched the columns. In one column, we have districts, and in the second column, we have wildlife sanctuaries. Now, understanding this question with the help of map. In the Dhamtari district, Sita Nadi Wildlife Sanctuary is situated, which happens to be the oldest wildlife sanctuary of Chhattisgarh, which was actually established in the year 1974. In the Garhiyaband district, we have Udanti Wildlife Sanctuary, which was established in the year 1983. In the Mahasamund district, we have Barnavapara Wildlife Sanctuary. This was established in year 1976. Let me tell you, there is always a confusion of taking Barnavapara in Mahasamund or in Baloda Bazar district. Please take Mahasamund because CGPSC has taken Barnavapara in Mahasamund district. Now, if we talk about Tamor Pingla, so Tamor Pingla is actually situated in the Surajpur district of Chhattisgarh. It was established in the year 1978, and with 608 square kilometer, it happens to be the largest wildlife sanctuary of Chhattisgarh. Now coming back to the questions, and when we try to form the pairs, we can actually match Surajpur with Tamor Pingla, Garhiyaband with Udanti, Mahasamund with Barnavapara, and Dhamtari with Sita Nadi. So the pairs that we generate are A1, B2, C3 and D4. Now matching this with the options we have, in the option number A itself, we can see A1, B2, C3 and D4, which actually is identical to the pairs that we have generated, and hence option number A would be the correct option for your question number 10. So these were 10 some of the most important and conceptual questions from the Raipur division of Chhattisgarh. I shall be back in my next video with the Bastar division of Chhattisgarh. I hope you people would have liked my video, and I shall meet you guys in my next video. Tab tak ke liye thank you and take care.
CGPSC की संपूर्ण तैयारी के लिए कंपटीशन कम्युनिटी के YouTube चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और डेली अपडेट्स के लिए बेल आइकन को प्रेस करना ना भूलें।